Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the USC Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering Commencement Reception as we congratulate the class of 2021. To begin our program, it is my pleasure to introduce the chair of the Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering Department, Professor Paul Roney.
Hello, AME graduates. I'm Paul Roney. I'm the chair of the Department of Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering, and this is my executive vice chair here, Foxy. And Foxy and I would like to congratulate you on all that you've accomplished over these past few years. Particularly in the past year, you've overcome unprecedented adversity and uncertainty, and you flourished despite all those challenges. Now, those of you that are receiving your bachelor's degree now may have had me as your instructor in AME 101, Introduction to Mechanical Engineering, which I like to call Engineering Boot Camp. Now, you may or may not have enjoyed every aspect of your engineering boot camp, but I hope you learned a lot that was useful in your later classes, and that especially that you're still checking units every single time you do a calculation. That's good advice, even if you didn't have me as your instructor for AME 101. Now, you've grown and changed a lot over the past few years, both as engineers and as people. And you've learned a lot of things, I'm sure, that you didn't even know that there was to learn. But I hope you've developed a pride of ownership in the knowledge that you've gained. And above and beyond that pride of ownership, I hope that you've developed the confidence to use your knowledge, not to rely on your intuition or what someone else told you or what someone on the internet may have written, but to use your knowledge and have confidence in it. Although, on the other hand, you also have to know the limitations of your knowledge. That is anybody can plug numbers into a formula, but the question is that equation valid for the problem that you're trying to solve? Is any equation valid? Or is it maybe the equation is valid, but it's not accurate enough for the current purposes? So I'm fond of saying that's where the science ends and the art begins. Because engineering, like law or medicine, is a practice. And like any art or practice, you always have to strive to do better, be skeptical of your own work, and always try to learn more. So regardless of where you're going from here, whether you're going into academia, further education, the workplace, military service, civil service, or if you're just going to take a few years off to travel around the world and find yourself, I'm sure your parents would like that, right? Anyway, Foxy and I and the rest of the AME faculty and staff will wish you every success in whatever you're going to do. See, Foxy thinks that. And we hope that you'll come back to the barn sometime, say hello, tell us what you're up to, and tell us what you've accomplished. And always have pride in the fact that you'll always be a member of the Trojan family. So that's all for now. Happy trails to you, and fight on.
As graduates of the Department of Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering, you are the heirs to a proud history. This is the department where Neil Armstrong got his master's degree, shortly after landing on the moon. This department event is a special opportunity to celebrate with your cohort of peers, your faculty and staff that you worked so hard and closely with the last several years. I know this feeling well. As a department chair of chemical engineering from 1991 to 1997, I've got to see where the real work of the school is done, at the department level. This is where you have found your calling. The fellow students we have devoted the last few years to learning and mastering a shared discipline. I hope you all enjoyed the main Viterbi undergraduate celebration earlier this morning. For graduate students, I look forward to celebrating with you at our 6 p.m. virtual ceremony later today. As you are graduating, I wish all of you a great career and fight on.
Congratulations, class of 2021. I know I speak for all the AME faculty when I say that we are so incredibly proud of you and everything you've accomplished in your time at USC. In particular, you've shown incredible resilience over this past year and met every challenge thrown at you, in school, at home, with jobs and internships. Despite everything, you've continued to better yourselves. You've excelled in coursework. You've designed, built, and tested some incredible machines as part of student design teams. You've pursued world-class research, and you've continued to be there for one another. Again, we are so very proud of you. I wanted to give a personal shout out to all my AME 309 students. It's been so much fun introducing you to the world of fluid dynamics at USC. Thank you for all your questions, your curiosity, your engagement, and the fun photos and videos that you shared about fluid dynamics. I also wanted to give a personal shout out to all the students that pursued research with me in their time at USC. Thank you for all your hard work. Really, it's been so much fun serving as a research mentor to you. Now the world awaits. I can't wait to learn more about everything that you accomplish in the coming years, as scientists, as engineers, in all your professional and personal endeavors. Congratulations again. Fight on.
Congratulations to all of the 2021 AME graduates. My name is Chelsea Applegate. I recently completed my PhD in aerospace engineering this past year, and I want to take the time to congratulate each and every AME graduate on this huge accomplishment. Each of you have shown that you can set a challenging goal and work hard to accomplish it. By sitting here today, you have demonstrated tenacity and focus even in the face of adversity, by finishing a difficult degree even during a global pandemic. Engineering is hard, and on the path to a degree like this, we have to make the choice to both grow as a person and as an academic. I hope you take the time to reflect on all that you have learned at USC and how much you have changed in your time here. One of the wonderful things about a program like AME is that it has a wonderful sense of community. We are all striving towards the same goals, whether that's to further our fields or to learn as much as possible. My time at USC was filled with meeting lifelong friends, learning about exciting research, and finding mentors and the fantastic faculty here. I cherish the memories and experiences I've had in our department, and I know they will follow me for years to come, as I have been inspired to push myself to reach goals I never would have thought possible. Not only do we have our AME community to thank, though, but we also have our friends and family. Our support systems are what made this possible. I, for one, couldn't have done this without my unwavering support system cheering me on as I went. As aerospace and mechanical engineering graduates, we have been given the tools to design and build things that can help push the boundaries of what is possible. You can solve challenges and you can accomplish hard things. So we all have the skills to go out and change the world, but I hope what you keep in mind along the way is that you can be inspired by what is around you to not accept things as status quo, but rather change them and improve them for the better. And you can inspire others to do the same. I hope you forge ahead and find inspiration all around you, and congratulations again.
Dear graduates, congratulations, you finally did it. After so many all-nighters, finishing this course project reports and cramming for the exams, after all the study groups and senior design projects and dreaded MacOps and numerous other things that fill your school years to capacity, you have finally done earning your degree, which feels wonderful and a little bit scary. You are leaving a sheltered world of school and entering an often unpredictable realm of real life. The class of 2021 endured some unique circumstances, global pandemics that completely upended our daily life, nationwide protests for racial justice, and overall, a couple of the most turbulent years in the 21st century. Despite all the obstacles thrown your way, you persevered. Even so, you are finishing your school years without award ceremonies and without milestones with friends. Never has a graduating class been called to step into the future with more purpose, vision, passion, energy, and hope. As I look at all of you today, I get really excited for you guys. Tomorrow, you will be starting your professional life. You will not be students anymore. Well, unless you're off to grad school. We did our best to give you the knowledge, training, and the best tools to help you address many, but of course not all technical and other challenges you will be facing in your careers. But your journey is just beginning. Just think about it. Only 35 years ago, when your parents were starting out, They did not have most of the tools you have now. No MATLAB, not even Excel. Hopefully you remember that Excel came out in 1985. 3D printing is only about 30 years old. SolidWorks was first released in 1995. YouTube came out in 2005. And the father of all knowledge, Google, itself is about your age. It's only just 23 years old. It all may seem like an ancient history to you, and maybe not such a big deal, but in the grand scheme of things, it all happened just yesterday. Ask your parents. And imagine what new technologies will the next 20 years bring. You're poised and well prepared to make all this new cool tech happen, to reshape our world into something better, kinder, and more equitable. As you leave the university life behind, you will quickly find that the world outside is both more challenging and more uncertain than you ever experienced so far. But also, it's so much more exciting. As you swim in the great sea of humanity, live your life actively. Have your eyes and ears open. Listen to your heart. Use all your analytical tools to help you make good choices in your life. Learn from everything, from the inevitable setbacks and certain triumphs. Most importantly, never stop being curious and never ever give up on your dreams. The same guts and imagination that got you to this very moment are the things that will sustain you through whatever is coming. Be open to change and never stop learning new stuff. This is how you will thrive. Good luck, graduates. The adventure awaits.
Fellow Trojans, congratulations. We did it. We made it to the starting line of the rest of our lives, for which USC has groomed us so diligently. It would be unfair of me if I don't recognize the tremendous challenges that we have faced in achieving this feat. Right from transitioning to online lectures, to not getting the chance of experiencing the on-campus AME grad life. We've been through a lot. Facing these challenges wouldn't have been possible without the incredible efforts taken by our AME faculty, staff, and everyone in the Trojan community who tried their best to give us an unforgettable grad experience. This shows that even a pandemic cannot bring the Trojan spirit down. As an AME student, the exposure that I received in terms of research and career development was unparalleled. USC AME nurtured an environment which creates an inclusive spirit for a diverse crowd. USC AME was with us when the international student community faced unfair immigration restrictions last year. This gave me and several of my fellow graduates a sense of belonging. The encouragement we received from our faculty and the interdisciplinary work culture propelled us to achieve our goals. As I graduate with my master's, I'm proud and exhilarated to say that I will remain an active part of the Trojan community as I commence my PhD in the AME department this year. As majority of us are about to leave this nurturing community that USC has fostered so dearly, it is our responsibility to uphold these principles and carry on the Trojan spirit wherever we go. As we commence through this milestone in our life, my fellow graduates, fight on with empathy, fight on with purpose, and fight on to keep the USC legacy alive. Thank you.
Congratulations, USC Aerospace and Mechanical Engineering class of 2021. As all good things go, I bet your undergraduate years provided one heck of a journey. Likely started with an acceptance letter received in the mail and soon followed by making your first steps on campus as a USC Trojan. For me, the next most important thing to do was to upgrade my wardrobe with cardinal and gold digs from the bookstore. That seemed to make things official, and then the real work began. I'm sure you had a similar experience that was full of challenges, some sought after and some conveniently delivered to you. But with each step, you learned new skills, expanded your boundaries and capabilities, and steadily tackled obstacles that were previously unimaginable. Now you know that anything is possible and the toughest of challenges should be sent your way. We look forward to seeing you again and hearing about your next endeavors. Cherish this day, Trojans. Congratulations and fight on.
Hey everyone. To all of our classmates, congratulations on reaching this milestone. Today is a day of celebration, and rightfully so. The thing is, you probably don't need us to tell you to be proud of your accomplishments because you know how much time and energy went into earning this diploma. You know how many late nights you spent grinding through problem sets and debugging projects. And if you're like us, you can see the number of gray hairs you've developed from mech ops.
While we should take this time to reflect on everything we've accomplished over the last few years, I think it's equally important that we look towards the future. The bad news is that as we leave USC, we're entering a world with a lot of problems. The good news is that more than anything else, the last few years have been teaching us how to solve problems. An AME degree does not mean you're only suited to working on airfoils, spacecraft, or Formula One cars. After we've all forgotten the exact forms of the equations that we learned in our classes, what remains is a framework for approaching challenges and an intuition for how the physical world works.
With this in mind, we'd like to challenge you all to really stop and think about what problems you'd actually enjoy solving or what changes you'd like to see in your lifetime. Whether you want to land humans on Mars, tackle climate change, crack nuclear fusion, or build flying cars, you have the tools to drive that field forward. If these problems or changes happen to align with the text in your diploma, then that's perfect. Full speed ahead. If not, that's completely fine too. There are plenty of examples of people with our same academic background who have gone on to become successful in practically any field you can think of. As an example, the founder of Helion Energy, one of the most promising nuclear fusion startups, did his undergrad in aerospace engineering. The point is, the skills that you developed here still set you up to hit the ground running wherever you land.
Now, you should definitely take what we've said with a grain of salt, because in reality, Spencer and I are in the same boat as you all. We have no extra information on how to choose the right problem to tackle, or even what the most pressing problems are. So whether you and I have been friends, classmates, or just now meeting for the first time, I challenge you to really think about what keeps you up at night, what changes you want to see in the world, and how you can apply what you've learned over the last 4 years to go out and make it happen.
Just take 2.
It's up to you.